What's going on, you guys? I'm back with another narcissist video, and in this video I'll be giving y'all examples of how narcissists hate to see you beat them to the punch. Now, as I stated many times before in previous videos, that I worked with a narcissist, and I was under the spell for a very long time because I didn't know that I was dealing with someone with a personality disorder. I decided to take note of their many characteristics just for a future note to self. Here's an example of how narcissists hate to see you beat them to the punch. Now, in the workplace, I had my own workstation and they had their own. And there are certain projects that either of us can perform. However, these projects needed to be labeled ahead of time. And so you had the choice to either print out your labels a day ahead or maybe a couple of days ahead. It just all depends on the workload for that particular day. And so one time I took it upon myself to have some labels printed up. Now, this is something that the narcissist would usually be on top of their game with. But like I say, this task is for anybody to do. We were the only two who usually would do it. And I mean, it's just something that's so petty that they really, in their mind, felt the need to be in total control of. They didn't want anyone else to print out the labels but themselves. So when I printed out the labels, the narcissist didn't take it very well, and I could tell through their expressions. They didn't say much, but I can see by the way that they were just looking at me. Like, if eyes can kill, I will be dead. Simply based on the fact that I completed a task and beat them to something that they would usually do before I get a chance to do it. And with clear disregard to my efforts to be ahead of the process, the narcissist refused to use the labels that I had printed out and instead printed out their own labels. Just to kind of stay like in charge of everything, just to feel like a boss of everything. The supervisor noticed this, and they even questioned, like, why are the labels still sitting here when they should have been used for like a week now? And so they didn't take a liking to it at all. And in their mind, you know, they think that everything they tell you, you'll believe it because they put on a fake act, like they're so sincere. And, oh, I just forgot. I forgot that they were there. I seen them, but I just kept forgetting to use those first. When all along, I know that they just didn't want to use something that I printed out first because they feel like they're losing control of everything when they, you know, when things are kind of done out of order, so to speak, even though it's really not a big deal. Because in reality, it's just another day in the workplace. So this is how narcissists feel like that you've beat them to the punch. If they don't feel like that they're on top of their game, I mean, have total control of something that both of you are able to complete, then they feel like you've defeated them at something when it's not even that serious. So if you feel like you don't dealt with someone like this in the workplace, maybe you're dealing with a narcissist, maybe not. But I'll be putting out videos like this like once a week. So if you like this one, give it a thumbs up.